And we are back from our break. And Braxon also wanted to swing by Gamelon's Curios. Is that correct?
Yeah. See if they've got anything.
Okay. So they do have a few things that they kind of keep on hand. Um, there are there is an accelerator. There are sales and maneuverability. Um, another astrolabe if you wanted it. Things of that nature. But they also have some other useful materials. Let me just see what they have right now.
Yeah.
So they do have a Ring of Warmth.
Ring of Warmth. Uh-huh. Oh, Brax
And
has already got one, hasn't he?
yeah.
That always makes me laugh from our time on the planet that's hot one side and cold the other side. Where somebody thought they had the opposite of Braxton's ring and said, I can't wait till we go to... Yeah. I can't forget who that was. Yes.
And they have Boots of Levitation.
Boots of Levitation. So they'd be for leather to take her.
Yeah, Higgins
Yeah,
had a fire resistance ring, thinking that would work. It did not.
yeah. The sales of maneuverability might be useful. Would they? I can't remember if the shuttle uses sales.
The shuttle uses sails, yeah.
Yeah.
The shuttle has maneuverability class of C, though. I mean, it's pretty good.
Right.
Not saying it can't be
So
better. I'm just saying it's pretty good.
yeah, this will bump it up though to B.
Yes.
I'm trying to remember if we get anything better for B.
Hold on. I mean, yes, you do, but you get a better initiative modifier and a better crash save modifier. That's it.
Oh, better crash save modifier. But an initiative modifier might be useful. Okay. How much? I don't know about the accelerator. That's that. That's. I'll tell the other players about that if they're, But that's one of the things where I'm like, why would you want one? Yeah. How much is the sales and maneuverability?
The basic price is 10,000 gold pieces.
Oh, is that is there different ones for different ships?
No, but you can get better maneuverability out of them, but they are more expensive.
Oh, you can get like maneuverability +2
Yep.
kind of thing.
And +3.
Right. So we could potentially go to maneuverability class A on the
Yes.
Dolphin shuttle.
Yes. You could actually get
For
to
one.
A. You could actually get to A on your on the Battle Dolphin as well.
Oh. Yeah, Braxton would definitely want to have a meeting with people. Would they take payment in gemstones?
As a bulk part of the payment, sure.
Right. Okay.
You'd always have to give some liquid cash as well, though.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, Braxton will come back, and I understand they might be gone. But he'll tell Ockar and the others because this could really get us out of a jam if we can increase the
I'm guessing
maneuverability
the
class.
spell I have don't stack with the item.
No. No. If you use the item, then the spell does not do anything.
So I believe maneuverability class A would mean we can do unlimited turns, including 180-degree turns for free.
Yes.
That would be very, very useful in combat. So Braxon will be advocating getting them. So, like, if we wanted that for both the Battle Dolphin itself and the Dolphin Shuttle, yeah, and would they sort of combine together when the ship was together? You'd need both, sort of thing.
No, I mean, yes and no. When the shuttle is docked, you do need to keep the sails up and deploy for extra maneuverability. I mean, to help with the maneuverability. But when it's undocked, then obviously you don't have those sails, but it also doesn't reduce your ship's maneuverability.
Yeah, because the Battle Dolphin with its shuttle has always been a pretty confusing ship to me, because it's sort of, it's one ship, but it's also two ships. Yeah, okay. Well, that's incredibly interesting. And they don't have anything. Is it Gamilos, the guy that runs it?
Gamelon, yeah.
Gamelon, sorry. And Gamelon has got the same thing, that he's seen things, but they're things that wizards buy for their familiars.
Correct.
Yeah.
Gamelon also focuses more on things of use in space travel, although he's he's interested in purchasing almost anything, especially if it relates to curses, breaking curses. Not cursed items, but like breaking curses, eliminating curses, that kind of thing.
This is the guy that's got the curse on him.
I think so. Actually, that might be Gaspar.
Yeah, I think that's Gaspar that's got the curse.
Yeah, it might be Gaspar.
So
Gamelon, right. Gamelon is the guy from Waterdeep. Sorry, my mistake.
Right.
Let me double check that.
Yeah, I think it's Gaspar's Reclamations is the guy that's got the curse on him.
Should not have had two people with a G in their name as...
Yeah. And that was the last store.
There's some other places that that occasionally have magic items, but these are the two that actually like deal in them specifically. And of course, there's always the arcane. Yeah. They also have sails and maneuverability. They have magical ballista and catapults and bombards and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, the accelerator has a range of 6, does 1d2 hull damage, rate of fire of 2 every round, critical hit of 19 plus. Only needs 1 crit.
It's not bad.
It does reduce your SR by 1, though.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. I guess Braxon would tell the others. No, I remember having a conversation with Higgins, because out of character, I kind of don't like the Battle Dolphin because it's shaped like a banana, and he was like, "I'm really sorry. I want to buy your ship that you don't like." It does seem to be the best ship in Spelljammer, though, to be fair. But all those stairs, the carpentry involved in those stairs, yeah.
It depends on a lot of things, I would say.
Yeah, every time Braxon has to replace a worn out tread and has to hang upside down on the stairs while pulling out bits of wood.
I mean, my personal favorite ship that I think is the best ship is the Triop.
Oh, the 3-sided ship?
No, it's just fully enclosed, 2-sided, upper and lower deck. But it's only 45 tons.
That thing.
It's only 45 tons. So that's its big downside.
Yeah.
But it's my favorite.
Yeah, my favorite's a hammer ship.
Oh, I know.
But yeah, I might have said it once or twice.
Maybe.
Maybe when we get a fleet of Company of the Broken Sword ships with Company of the Broken Sword mercenaries that go off saving people, we might have hammer ships.
I mean, at the same time, Higimus isn't around anymore. If you want a hammer ship, you just got to convince the rest of the party.
No. No. It's our ship now. It's got the library and everything. It'd be very hard to get that in another ship.
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
Just saying.
we'd have to change to the whale ship. Right. Anyway, sorry. So yeah, Braxon's definitely interested in the sales and maneuver ability, and maybe the accelerator. He will tell the others about the Ring of Warmth and the Boots of Levitation. He wouldn't be interested in themselves. And I don't suppose you can reduce a ring to make it fit on a space owl, can you? You'd have to get a special ring for them.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
A better thing for an owl would be something like a leg band, anyway.
Yeah. Braxon would thank him. Going back before to Gaspar, would Gaspar have told everyone about his curse? Would Braxon know about that?
It's a well-known thing.
Yeah. Okay. Well, when he was in there, Braxon would have said, "We're thinking of going to Grey Space. Is there anything you've got leads for anything you need?"
No, he basically lets things come to him.
Right. Okay.
You know, and he does have staff who goes off and does things. Like, to a certain extent, Gaspar's reclamation is like, in his search for these things, anything that he doesn't then want just goes up for sale, kind of thing. But Gaspar himself does not really he's not there that often himself.
Okay. All right.
What's the curse?
It's a curse that makes him eat a lot, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. It's a bit, I imagine it's a bit like Mr. Creosote in the Monty Python thing. It's a bit of a weird curse.
Just don't offer him wafer thin mints.
Yeah.
So
no, I'm wondering. I was kind of wondering if maybe in the future there might be an adventure we can go on to cure him.
That's always possible.
'cause
So
I think
basically,
he
you
would
anytime
pay
you
us
go
handsomely.
into Gaspar's reclamation, you're actually dealing with Nolan DeVries.
Nolan DeBreeze.
Yeah.
Right. Oh yeah, because I think Gaspar's reclamations have got multiple offices in different places.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gaspar. Does Gaspar live in Grey Space?
I am having some trouble finding where he is, where his information is.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal. The big thing is like he has treasure seekers on staff, so he's not terribly likely to hire you guys for something unless there's just something that he can't handle, or there is something that very, very specific. It's more kind of standing offer if anyone comes across anything of that kind of nature, bring it in.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I kind of derailed myself.
I mean, if they're like, you can kind of do like a bulk trade kind of thing. If there's like 4 or 5 things that you want at one of the places, you can say, here's what we're willing to put up for those. Because Lafdul has expressed interest in the Boots of Levitation.
Oh, he has?
Solas,
yeah.
Solas is interested in that potion of longevity.
Oh, we're going to have to fight over the potion of longevity.
What does the potion of longevity do?
Makes you younger.
I want the potion of longevity.
Well, Braxon kind of wanted it first. I should just buy it with my own money and then drink it. Go, hey, I got a potion of longevity.
You were the one that went into the shop.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
None of us know about it until you come back and tell us.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Braxton will buy that in his private money and then just drink it.
All right, that'll be 1,800 gold pieces.
Yeah, but he'll tell everyone about the other stuff. I didn't write everything else down, but hopefully someone else did.
Have you ever had a potion of longevity before?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I got sent a PM about this saying there's a chance. I don't think I have anything. Hang on.
I think you've had something to
We had potions
reduce your
of
range.
use before to knock off the couple.
I have Ockar. I have a note that Ockar has taken one before.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have a note of one.
Okay.
Higamos took one too.
Yeah, but Higamos isn't here anymore, so
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I had a potion of youth before.
Yeah.
And then I had another potion of youth that I was saving and someone stole it. I don't think it was Lafdul's favourite friend either.
I
think it was like a failed save and like save for your magic items sort of thing.
Yeah, I mean, unless you're at a point like you're 19 years old, where that would push you into very young territory, it's not a good.
Yeah.
Doesn't make a whole lot of sense to save them.
Yeah, I kind of wasn't really thinking straight.
It's fine.
I thought, yeah, I'll wait till I've been hasted 4 times and then drink this.
All right, so you're going to take it and drink it?
Yeah, so I got to roll something.
Yes, system shock.
System shock.
Mm.
Oh, that's fun.
If he fails this, he just dies, right?
Basically,
Yeah. Yeah.
You age back too far. Oh no.
You
Right,
do have 2 rerolls.
Yeah, I might use the reroll. System shock. Oh, it's not save versus spell or anything, so that's another one.
No, it's under
Is
Constitution.
it just? Oh, okay.
It's D100.
Yeah. All right, I'll use the reroll for this. And I'll just roll a D100 twice.
Or 35 is good enough.
Okay. All right.
Pretty sure 83 is good enough too.
Yeah. Well, which one would be best? Seeing as I'm paying with a reroll.
They're equal.
Okay.
It's just a pass fail thing.
Uh-huh.
Now you can use a reroll on how much this de-ages you if you want.
I can.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be using my other reroll. I should. Yeah.
You would have to have Constitution of 12 to be fail with either of those.
Hang on. And my character sheet is hiding. Yeah.
So what does he have to roll?
So do you want to use a reroll?
Yeah, I'll use the other reroll.
Okay.
Braxon's obsessed with not being old.
Uh-huh. Do you want to roll or do you want me to roll? Anghammarand is just giving you another reroll anyway.
He's giving me another reroll. Thank you, Anghammarand. What do I roll? I should roll it. If I screw up, it's fine.
D12 then.
D12. I'll do 2 D12
yeah, 2
and
D12.
we'll see which one's best.
You roll low enough and you become a teenager again.
All right. Your age is
so the
reduced
best
by
one is
8 years.
Yeah.
How old does that make you?
That makes Braxon physical age 30 now, and his real age is 25.
Wait, you were 38?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so that hasting.
Nah, didn't haste all that many times.
Huh. Good
Oh,
thing
to
I
be
have
38
this
again.
ring. Good thing I have this ring that keeps me from being hasted. Otherwise, I'd be that old too.
Yeah, but you didn't have it all the time.
I only got hit by haste once when the ring got turned off through
Yeah,
other
but-
means.
Well,
Yeah,
there
but you
was that
see,
fun time when you. There was that fun time when Ockar used his magic ring and then got hasted.
Yeah, but
Because his ring was busy.
I'm still a bit puzzled about 18 hastes.
Well, it's not 18 haste. He's 25, and I had him down as 38, so that would have been 12 hastes.
We do get hasted a lot. That is one of our go-to combat spells.
It is literally one of the best physical combat spells in the game.
So Solas has been
Yeah.
aged by magical means by 17 years.
Yeah, Braxton's super happy now.
Yeah.
Yeah, now
He's
you're just
super
now
happy.
you're just a year older than me.
Yeah, like the he looks so much prettier. That I now know what I'm using all my money for in the future.
Does that mean that you're almost middle-aged?
Almost middle-aged. What, 30? I'll put in D&D time, like you could be dead by the time you're 30. So
The middle age for humans is 45.
So he was getting close. He was almost in his 40s.
I was still
So-
like 7 more hastes. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm almost in 50s.
No wonder he was jumping around like a young one. He wanted to prove to everybody that he still felt young.
Before he started growing gray in his beard.
Yes, exactly.
All right, so you have magic items that you didn't want. You can do some trading. You can get, a few potions for, multiple members of the party and stuff like that.
What were the potions again?
Gaspar's Reclamation has a potion of healing, potion of invisibility, a potion of plant control, potion of water breathing, a potion of extra healing, a potion of fire resistance, a potion of clairvoyance, and a potion of hill giant strength. There's also a spear +1, a hammer +1, a dagger +1, 16 flight arrows +1, and 9 light bolts +1. I think Lafdul also expressed interest in the flight arrows.
yes, we got I know we got a suit of mail armor. Oh no, that's a Solas. No, that's Solas checking it. We
Yeah,
got
I
a
don't
suit of
wear
mail
armor.
armor, a spear. No, this is what we got to sell in the black hole. A dark hafted spear with a shining silver head, plain steel warhammer, a 6 foot long spear with half made of wood, and head from carved white coral. A dwarven short sword +1 with a gold hilt shaped like a boar, a saber with a glass gilt basket hilt with pearl on the pommel, and a dark ironwood spear bound with. Oh no, hang on. That's a sphere. No, that's another spear. Dark ironwood spear bound with green metal at regular intervals, with a green metal spearhead and something there says company item, so I don't think we're getting rid of that. That's a cylindrical metallic case with a latch, non-magical. Yeah, I think we should transfer that somewhere else. And a Kindori bone rod banded with gold and glittering black gem at the top. That says that's a KRR helm. Oh, that'd be worth a bit, but only to them. So maybe we could trade them for. Do people want to get the accelerator?
I mean, Arcane might be willing to buy that helm.
Yeah. But we could also trade it for getting other things.
Well, the things that you want
We'll see-
to
see how we-
sell or trade to the arcane, that's separate, and like ignore that right now, because you're not at the arcane.
Yeah.
You're looking at Gamlon's curios and Gaspar's reclamations.
So it would just be the top things. Does anyone want the accelerator? It's basically like a super weapon that fires,
Does the
Very
2
expensive,
things per
though.
round.
Does the slowing or the minus SR effect, is it all the time or when you use it?
It's all the time. Once you attach it to your ship, you lose 1 SR.
Yeah.
I think
Basically, it takes.
It
It
runs
basically
basically it
takes
runs
power
off the
from the
helm's
helmsman.
power.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite useful sounding weapon, but I think at the moment the 1 SR more is useful.
Yeah. I think the sails would definitely be useful though, because they would give us maneuverability class A, which means we could spin around like an elven flitter. Being as maneuverable as an elven flitter, despite being a big ship.
How
Would be
expensive would
useful.
be those shades?
40,000.
Would that cover both ships?
Nope.
The 40,000. So
That
we'd
that
need
is
more.
that is the one that would make your battle dolphin have maneuverability class A.
Yeah. Okay. So 40,000 for that, and maybe more for how much more for the other one?
20,000 for the ones to do the same thing for the shuttle.
So 60,000 in total.
Mhm.
Would these magic items cover that?
Nope,
Or
but
would
they would
that-
make a dent.
Yeah. So I think Braxon will be voting for that, but I'm only one person. If people want to do magic items, it's just as valid for us all to get a magic item out of it and split the money.
Yeah, I'm hoping to go talk to a mage at the Mage Guild to see about getting something enchanted.
Wouldn't sales for the ship be basically bought with the company resources since the ship is company?
There's
Yeah.
magic items that have not been distributed. Those are by default company resources.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean, after we buy other magic items, since Solas is at least interested in few of the potions, we could then cover up the rest with the rest of the magic items and gems that we have.
Yeah. So it's basically if we want to help the company or help ourselves. And
Well, for some odd reason, Leva is very interested these days into healing potions.
I wonder why that is.
I don't know, just an odd number. Don't know.
I still, I'm not thinking about magic items until I get a price estimate on something.
Well, so Braxon has
What-
indicated the interest in trading these unused magic items to partially pay for a pair of magical sails.
I'd be good for that.
Yes, would be for it. But Solas put in a bid for having some of those.
yeah.
I would be interested in those getting the recipe for a potion of clarity and clairvoyance and
No.
for
For the
land
stuff
control.
that's in the for the stuff that's in the list in the black hole, you put down your name for some of them.
And I thought that was just a research because I thought his name was on it.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that was just a research because they all say sell next to them.
And they've been sitting around for a long time.
None of
Yeah.
those weapons or armor are for me to use since I can't use them.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've most likely identified them.
Yeah. So I think it's
So
really
that's why my name is there.
And what about the spell components for true seeing that are there?
I think those have been split if we have between you and Lafdul at some point.
Let's focus on the magic items right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Solas, are you
So
yay or nay?
I think a couple of people said yes, and Ockar was.
Yes.
I think Solas was saying no.
I'm saying that I'm okay for it, but I would also want us to get a few potions of that was available.
They're two different shops, and all of these magic items would not cover the entire cost of those sales.
Yeah, I know we have to cover the rest with the gems and such.
Right. So my
Yeah.
point right now is there's presently a trade these items in part for the sales. Yay or nay?
Yes.
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 Well, I'm overvoted in any case.
I mean, you can still say yay or nay, so that people know.
But again, I said it, what I said that I'm for it, but I would also want to trade for the company those potions.
Okay. Then let's see. So, read me off just real fast what the items are that you're going to get rid of.
Okay, from Chthon Space, and it says 2 Cori. There's 2 items. One is a suit of mail armor sized for a human
Got
or
it.
hobgoblin. And then the next one is a dark hafted spear
Okay.
with a
got it.
shining silver head. The next one is Chthon Space Illithid Whale Ship. That's a plain steel warhammer of dwarven design.
Okay.
Next one is Chthon Space Kutoa, and that is a 6 foot long spear with a
Okay, got
haft of some wood. All right, okay. There was more, but
Right. No. So I'm
right.
I'm wanting to make sure that I am marking off the proper item.
no, that's cool.
So
That's cool.
usually the first few words, if you're using what I've given you explicitly, then
No, that's cool.
S-
Yeah,
That's
S-
cool.
Zach had posted a screenshot of the items in the group chat.
I want to verify that you are giving up
Yeah.
specific items so that
No,
I
that's-
can mark them off as gone.
No, that's
Okay.
cool. That's cool. I will carry on reading them out.
Yep.
I'll do what Ald's telling me to. Right. Now we've got Cravel Cube. Oh, I've got dates here as well, 25/2.
I just need the item.
Okay. This is a Dwarven short sword +1 with a gold hilt shaped like a boar.
Okay.
But it also says there's another thing underneath. Oh, that must be the same place. It says
Yeah,
a
same place.
saber with a gilt basket hilt
Okay.
with a pearl on the pommel. And then the next one, I don't quite understand. It says passenger betrayal, demons fiends.
That's when the demons tried to kill us and steal the deck.
And we got that from
Card.
them.
Ah, right, okay,
That whole
Okay.
section is for where we got it.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, as long as Ald knows, I'm cool. Right, that is a dark ironwood spear
Okay.
bound with green metal. You
Okay.
got that?
Yep.
Okay. Then we've got the other 2 items are not part of that. Because there's a helm and something that's non-magical, so it's just over.
Yeah,
What
they're
about
not. Those are not going to be traded in here.
What about the Kandori Bone Rod?
He would not be
It's the
interested.
Kirira helm.
Yeah, that's a helm.
Okay.
So we'd sell that to the arcane.
I mean,
Okay.
like you can sell it to other people as a piece of essentially jewelry, like a walking stick. It works as that, but no one other than a courier can use it as a helm.
So
Yeah. So we'd be better off selling it to the arcane.
yeah.
Okay, so let me take a quick
Oh,
look.
the other thing we could do if we went to the arcane, and I'm not saying we should do it, but if we wanted to change I think we got a minor helm on the Dolphin Shuttle. If we wanted to change that to a major helm, we could maybe trade in that. as
Maybe,
part of
but
the cost.
that's
No, I'm not
back
saying we
later.
should do that now. Yeah, I'm not saying we should do that now, but where we get in series helms and stuff, that might be something to do with them.
Yeah.
Okay, so for all of those, that will basically cut the price of the sales in half. So you're looking at 30,000.
30,000. Right. Okay. Everyone okay with that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so we're getting sales of maneuverability. Is it +3?
Yeah, you're getting one that's
For-
+2, one that's +3.
Dolphin. And sales of maneuver +2 for the shuttle.
Yeah. So how are you going to make up the rest of the?
Can we pay for some of it in gems?
Yes.
Do we have enough money?
What do you want to? I'm seeing I'm seeing some pretty easy valued gems like diamonds, rubies, and emeralds at 5,000 each.
Mm-hmm.
Which ones do you want to use?
I'm not sure. Zarkad normally deals with gems because he's a gem expert. Are diamonds useful for spells?
I mean, every gem has potential use in spells.
Yeah.
The diamonds are most useful to us because we can use them in our artifact on the ship.
Yeah. So what
Yeah,
we should
diamond-
do is
Diamonds are useful.
we
Yeah.
should do is we should get rid of the other ones first. When we'll spend diamonds if we need to, but we should get rid of the other gems first.
Maybe we should start with the rubies and emeralds.
Okay, so 4 of the 5,000 gold piece rubies.
Yeah,
Okay.
sounds good to me. What about you guys?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So that will be 4 of those. So that will reduce your current total of those to 45.
4 or 5.
At least according to my numbers.
1,000 gold piece rubies.
5,000 gold piece rubies.
5,000.
Okay. So then you would just have to pay 7,500 in cash.
Right. 7,500 gold pieces. Right.
Is that coming out of the company fund?
Yeah, that should be, I think.
I mean, we are buying sales for the company ship.
I'll
Yep.
put that in our chat.
All right, I'll log it.
Oh. Yeah, Zarkad says he's done it.
Probably the gem part.
Yeah.
So now we got fancy new sales.
Yeah, I'll get them put on the sheet. That's going to be really useful. Thanks for that.
All right. So that will boost up your battle dolphin and the dolphin shuttle to maneuverability class A.
Yeah.
So in addition to the other the turning benefits, so let's see. So you can change facing at will to the direction of choice at no SR cost, because that is like it's basically like 3 hex face changes because it only takes 3 to get 180 degrees.
Yeah.
You have an initiative modifier, which is a bonus of -3. So basically, you're rolling rather than +12, +9. So that is pretty good. And a crash save modifier of +8. And a
Crash
reverse speed
save.
of 3 max. So that's pretty good.
Crash save modifier +8.
Yep.
What was the last thing?
And your reverse speed max is 3. You can go 3 SR straight backwards without turning.
Yeah, which we don't need to do unless we're trying to fire while flying backwards. Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Question:
Yeah, go for it.
Can anyone use that, or does it need a certain rating for the helmsperson?
Anyone on the helm, it's part of the ship essentially.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically means our space hands that operate the sails are now going to be much more effective.
Okay.
Whereas before, when the helmsman's trying to fly around the corner, the crew are trimming the sails to turn a bit. Now they can turn 180 degrees.
So keep in mind that these are cloth. It's magical cloth. It will have a bonus to any saving throws, but they can still be destroyed. They're still cloth.
Yeah.
Fireball to the sails can still be bad.
Yeah. Okay. And expensive.
Very.
Yeah.
But essentially, what I'm getting at is, like Solas was saying, that he researched an enhanced maneuverability spell, and it makes it essentially worthless, only good for the XP that he gained. But you never know when those sails might be taken out of action.
Yeah.
Well, nobody's allowed to throw a fireball on this ship. Not even by accident.
I'm sure Lever might have a wild surge at some point.
No.
Where she sets light to the sails.
Are these sails made out of like any specific material?
I mean, it's a very high quality canvas, same type of cloth that standard sails would be made out of, but higher quality. They're enchanted, so they are stronger. They are less likely to be destroyed. The ones on the shuttle will have a +2 to their item saving throws, and the ones on your battle dolphin will have a +3 to the saves.
But they can be repaired, can't they?
They can be repaired for normal damage.
Yeah, okay. But if they catch fire and burn away,
right.
Or be destroyed too heavily.
Yeah.
So
that reminds me of...
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, it was off topic.
That's okay.
It kind of reminds me of that in this other pirate-themed game I'm in, where we got these magic silk sails, and we named our ship the Silk Sails after them. And it's fit too because my character is the captain is a drow.
Nice. But yeah, so just like a stray arrow flies through them, yeah, they can be sewn up, kind of thing. That's not an issue. It really is just a thing of like, if a fire spell actually impacts against them, kind of thing, or if another ship directly targets the sails to destroy them with like flaming shot or grape shot or something like that, then yeah, that could destroy them.
Braxon's happy today. We're going to have a ship that's better in combat than before.
Okay.
And he looks younger.
I'm also happy that these items are now off the list.
Yeah. I suppose I can kill them on the dock.
Will you go to the potion shop as well?
Well, I mean, you've all that, like, at this point, anything else that people want would have to come out of personal funds. I don't.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
So people can go, like, Braxon can let everyone know what's available.
Yeah, Braxon will let people know what was where.
So, okay, Lever would be interested in the healing potion.
Okay, potion of healing.
Because potion of healing, yes.
All right.
How much?
400 gold.
That's okay.
So you're buying that?
Yes.
Okay.
As soon as I find my character sheet.
Solas would be interested in selling some magic ingredients,
All
components.
right. So that would be at the Mages Guild.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you were talking about Umberhulk claws.
Yeah, I would be interested in selling 16.
Okay. Give me just a second. All right, 16 of them. What is your charisma reaction adjustment?
I think it was +1. Let me see. Yeah, reaction adjustment +1.
Okay, give me just a second. Do. Wow, nice spin on that die. Okay. All right. So, you go to talk to some like the suppliers in the Mages Guild, and they are willing to purchase those for 50 gold pieces each.
Yeah, that was what I was thinking that I would get from them.
Okay.
That basically pays for the chart and guidebook that I bought.
Okay. All right. So a few days after being on Brawl, you would get a runner about the from the Seekers about the Illithid.
Oh, okay.
And they would let you know that they have contacted one of their Illithid contacts who is willing to, like speak with you at least and see what you're interested in and discuss pricing and stuff like that.
Okay. So does Lever go with the runner, or is the runner just passing on the message?
The runner is just passing on the message. So it basically he would say that the Illithid in question, his name is, where did I write that down? Voltrus. Will meet you at let's see, which bar should it be? Because basically it's meeting in a bar to discuss what it is that you want, kind of thing.
Okay.
The Beholder Bar?
No, he would not be asking to meet there. It'd be not as likely to get a beholder onto anyone if a brawl breaks out. I'm not saying that a brawl would break out for this event, but that is not where the Illithid would want to meet. And not the rock rat either.
The Drunken Octopus?
That would be pretty on the nose.
That would be a little too on the nose. Maybe if you were meeting with someone who was not into this issue. I'm looking at it. There's one that I'm thinking of. I just need to find it in my list and see if it is the one that I'm thinking of. Hold on. It is. Okay. The Edge, 37, which is down here.
Whale Street. Okay.
And basically, like, what you'd know about it is it is popular with the wealthy elite because it is considered like it is very popular with starfarers, and it is said to have, be popular with a dangerous and colorful clientele. So, the more foppish members of the nobility like to go there as a way of, like, living dangerously kind of thing.
Okay.
So you would be the Illithid would be there that evening, and willing to discuss what you want. He will expect a sample to be brought along so that he knows exactly what you want.
Leva would have taken it anyway, yes. Okay.
So he didn't say there was no specificity on who of the party comes, kind of thing. Like, he didn't request only one. So those of you who want to go are welcome to do so. Besides Leva, who would be going.
Would Leva mention about this?
I think it would be very obvious. The runner would like come up and say, to the ship and be very vocal and asking a crew member about that he has a message for Leva from the Seekers, and you guys would know what this is about.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Solas is willing to go if Leva wants.
Yeah, I mean, Leva, you would be within your rights to say, I want to go alone. I should say, clarify.
She's, well, again, the player and Leva. Leva will probably say she wants to go alone.
Okay. All right, so you head out to the Edge that evening.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you enter
with Talux.
All right.
And the horse. She's on the horse.
Talix cannot keep up. Well, actually, that wouldn't matter because you wouldn't be going fast with the horse. Never mind.
I just imagine Talix like C-3PO speed. Just waddling.
He doesn't waddle, but he's not fast.
The horse doesn't need to run.
Well, right, and the crowds on the streets would make that impossible anyway.
Yes.
After I started saying that, I was like, wait, no, that wouldn't make sense. So, all right, so you arrive at the Edge in the evening, and enter the tavern. There's a burly human with his arms crossed at the door, just kind of watching you. You immediately realize that that's a bouncer. Just kind of making sure that you're not about to get into any trouble, and definitely eyes Talix with suspicion, but he doesn't stop you, and he doesn't like make any signal to you. He's just watching, and you would see someone else come in either before you or right after you or something like that, and he's doing the same thing, but definitely like making note, like, this could be trouble. I haven't seen this person here and this strange golem before. Keep an eye on them. Kind of thing.
Well, Leva is quite small and looks fragile. Does she look fragile? Yeah, she looks a bit fragile.
Yeah.
So she has this big protector with her. It makes a lot of sense,
Mm-hmm. There is only one Illithid in the tavern as you enter, so it's pretty obvious which one it is, and he's also sitting at the table that you were directed to go to. He is sitting there and smoking a hookah-like device, obviously designed for Illithids, not something that you yourself could use. But there is kind of like a haze of smoke around him as you approach. and in your head, as you get to the table, a voice in your head speaks and says, "Ah, so you are the contact. Have a seat, so we shall discuss our business. I am Voltress."
Leva greets Voltress and says, my name is Levalithana. And, well, she sits down first.
Yeah.
And she then takes out the sample documents. And she says, I have a lot more documents than just these that need to be read and translated.
And you're offering it to him so he can like hold
Yeah,
it.
I offer one of them,
Okay.
just one page.
So he holds it, and while looking at you, you see his tentacles reach out and start running the tips along the lines, the bars of what you realize is what you've realized is text. And
Oh, let
Mhm.
interrupt quick. The document, you said at the time that there were documents in it. Is it even with the one that she actually found that was readable by her, correct?
Right, I assumed you handed him the Illithid version. Is that correct?
Yes, that was, assuming that was probably either the same document in illicit, or at least connected to that. She hands him that particular document to see whether he actually translates the right thing.
So he runs his tentacles along the lines and says, "Ah, yes, a standard transactionary document. How many of these do you have that you wish translated?"
She tells him.
Hmm. That will take some time and require some expense, but it can be done. I assume you'd like me to keep this secret. Otherwise you would have gone to the Illithid embassy, is that correct?
Lever agrees with him.
Mm-hmm.
Him, her, it.
Yeah, exactly.
And she says, can you translate this? Can you tell me what's actually written on it? And how would we do the translation if you were to do this?
Oh, I can easily rewrite the material into some form that you could understand. It is a transactionary document. You have not paid me to directly translate this one. I needed
How
to
much
know
would it
what
cost
it would be.
to
For all of the documents that you wish translated, it would be rather expensive. Say 7,500 gold pieces. Because remember, you do have boxes of documents.
Yes, I know. Aye, aye. So Lev asks him, would you accept gems?
Unfortunately, I need more easily usable cash at this time.
Hmm.
My time is valuable. I can keep this offer open for a few days, but should you not get back to me, I will have to work on some other projects.
Okay. How are we going to do this? I will have to check to see whether I can get the cash. And how will you be here, or how will I get in contact with you?
I will be here every night for the next couple nights. If you agree to the payment, just deliver it to me here, and I will let you know where you can deliver the documents.
I would suggest that I give you half in advance and half once it's all done.
You have my word that I will complete it, but I require payment up front.
Mm-hmm.
Now you know
So,
from you know your past that the word of an illithid is like is reliable.
okay.
They are not the type to break their agreements. Now, sometimes you don't always know exactly what you're agreeing to if you're not careful.
Mm-hmm.
But you know,
So,
they are not known for being flagrant liars all the time, kind of thing.
all right. But, well, I didn't know, but Leva would know because she had to deal with
Yeah.
them beforehand. So,
And also, because this is coming from the Seekers, they would have informed you that they would have they would only be referring you to someone that they feel is also reliable.
okay,
So
that's double.
they're giving
Okay.
you, you know, their vouching as well.
Right. So, Leva says, just so we are clear about it, you would read it and we'd get a copy back with a translation in some form that we can read.
Correct. And you will, of course, receive your documents back. I would not keep them.
Okay. So I will go and check with the others because I personally don't quite have enough money at the moment, but I will be back in a day or two. Is that okay with you?
That is perfectly acceptable.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Indeed.
So there's no personal thing there involved, so she just gets up and says goodbye and walks off.
All right.
Goes back on her horse
All right.
with Talux behind.
So getting out of the tavern, you the fresh air outside makes you realize just how kind of heady that the smoke was from that hookah like device. It was nothing that you've really you've encountered it before on like the illithid ship. You've seen it before and smelled it before, but you've never actually been around it when it was being used. I don't think. You might have been in your past dealings before the campaign started, but definitely not the most pleasant of smells to be around. It's nice to get out into the fresh air and clear your head from it.
Okay. So, with all the expenditure that, well, let's first get back to where we were. And she will look at her finances and she realizes she has not quite 4,000 gold, which is not enough. So she does go to the others and she says, I talked to the illicit and he, she, it wants 7,500 gold to do the translation for everything. And we will get back a copy, a translated copy written in a way that we can write, that we can read.
And you have how much?
He wants, it wants 7,500 gold.
And how much do you have?
I have 3,966 gold.
I still need to do a price check on one more thing, but I'm willing to offer you 2,000 right now before I do the check.
How much?
I'm willing to offer 2,000 right now, and that could increase depending on how much I need to spend on getting a shield enchanted.
Oh, yeah. As the player, I would want to wait for Lafdul and the gems and seeing how much we actually got from that.
Right. True. Oh, I still need to just get a price estimate anyway.
Leva will certainly, if there's no other money incoming, she will for the moment at least say yes, but it's only a loan,
Yeah.
and she'll give it back to you.
Yeah. She'll get it. Ockar will give you 2,000 right now, the loan.
Okay.
Do we have a general idea of what you can get out of these books?
Well,
Did
so
they-
their transactions at the Illithids, previously did of various sorts. A lot of it is slave trading records.
Yeah.
So
Would this help the pragmatic order of thought, for example?
It would help all of them.
it would not hurt them. Until you get the translations, you don't know exactly what they contain. The Illithid was very, did not give you any information from what it read.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I didn't pay that
Right.
anything.
Right. I will say this, that he like, if you had showed him the, if you want to say that you also showed him the document in common that went along with it, he could confirm that they're not duplicates. He would say that.
She will probably do that because they were found together.
Right.
I mean.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So you would know that there's information in the Illithid documents that
is at least different.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Well-
but until you get the translations, you're not going to know exactly what they contain and how they might help any other group that might be interested in them.
Well, I know Braxon and Never share in common that we both sort of support pragmatic order of thought, I believe. So he'd go in for 2,000.
That's far too much.
It's too
She'd
much.
need 600. She'd need 600.
600. Oh, we're going for 600 then.
Well, I mean, but at the same time, like, Ockar's offering you 2,000, Braxon is offering you 2,000, and then you can make up the rest, which is still more than 2,000, and doesn't have to like all come from you in that case.
Yeah, then I'll go back to Braxton's offering 2,000.
All right. Labor will accept that. Thank you very much. But that's a loan too.
You sure? Okay.
Yes.
Repay it when you can then.
Okay, so he would have told you that based on the amount of documents, it would take a few weeks to translate them all.
Mm-hmm. She passes all that on.
Okay, that's fine.
And we have to deliver the documents to the edge.
Okay.
No, you need to deliver the money to the edge, and then he will let you know where to deliver the documents.
Oh, okay, then misunderstanding. Okay.
Yeah.
I will go tomorrow and deliver the money.
Okay.
And the next day she does the same thing again with a horse and the talux. She will go to the edge.
Okay. So again, you enter the bouncer gives you the same look, but a little bit less suspicious since you didn't make any trouble last time.
Okay.
But still quite suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
And you find the Illithid still sitting at that same table in the corner. This time you do have to wait because it is speaking with someone else that you don't recognize, but you would guess is probably someone from the nobility. Someone wearing fancy clothes, very ostentatious garments and things like that. Gets up and gives the Illithid a very slight bow, and then leaves, and gives you a very dismissive look as he passes you by. And then the Illithid motions you over.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome back. Have a seat, you hear in your head.
So Leva sits down and she gives him the money.
Okay. Talux would probably have been carrying it in a coffer.
Yes.
And he puts it on the table, and you open it up just enough for the Illithid to get a glance inside while Talux is blocking the view. And the Illithid scans it for a couple moments and then turns his head back to you and nods. Very well. I would like you to deliver the documents. There's a small house off Manowar Street. That would be up here. He gives you the address.
Oops, just a second.
It's okay.
Where?
I'm pinging.
Okay.
Deliver
see.
them tomorrow during the day. There will be a human who will be taking it, and he gives you his name so you can verify it. And when I have completed them, I will let you know when you can come pick them up.
Okay. How long do you sort of estimate?
It will definitely be a few weeks. Without knowing exactly what the documents and all entail, I couldn't say. But given the amount that you indicated, it would definitely take 3 to 4 weeks, I believe.
Okay. So Leva passes on the coffer and gets up and thanks the illicit, and she leaves again.
All right. As you're getting up, you realize that two ogres that you hadn't even realized came up. Like you stand up and turn, and they're just like, you give a little jump because there's just two ogres there that you didn't realize were there. And they quickly take the coffer. One of them picks up the coffer, and the other one is clearly guarding the other one. And they walk out before you. And you lose them in the crowd. It's very odd how quickly you lost them in the crowd, considering how tall they are.
Leva takes mental note of that.
Okay. And you get back to the ship.
To the others, and she says, we have to deliver it to... Oh shit, I've forgotten where it is.
Manowar Street.
Up here.
The house on Manowar Street.
Yeah.
Yes, a small house. And a human will be there to receive the documents.
Yeah, and you were given the name.
Yes.
Do you want us to help go with you to help transport them?
I think that would be best because Leva herself can't... Well, we have to sort of transport it anyway, don't we?
Yeah, given the amount of documents, they're all boxed up. It would probably be easiest to hire a hand cart to take them there. So that would be 5 silver pieces.
Could Lever not hire another cart and bring along a magical horse?
Her magical horse disappears when she's not riding it.
Oh, so you can't use it with a cart?
No.
It's a phantom steed, not a phantom draft horse.
Right. Fair enough.
She could summon one, but why should she? I mean, we're in Bral. There are probably people who are happy to earn a few silvers with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I don't know how many Braxon could transport on his fly.
0?
It's not 0, but it's not many either.
Okay.
Besides, don't you want to help out the workers of Bral? Give them their some work.
That's true.
How many silvers did you say?
5.
Okay.
That'll include like an extra laborer to load and unload it and everything like that.
Yeah,
okay.
Braxon will come along with you to make sure that nothing gets nicked. I assume you're bringing Talix as well.
Yeah, that's fine. Fine with me. Leva?
Do you want Ockar
Yes.
to go along?
Is that okay if Braxon comes along?
Yes.
You want Ockar to come along too, or do you not want Paladin there?
If you want to come, you can come, but I mean, how many people does it need to transport the cart?
True. I guess
Oh,
I'll
we-
say yeah, like,
Well, we're not transporting the cart. We're stopping anyone from robbing the cart.
Yes, but I mean, it's paper. Potential
Uh-huh.
thieves will open the cart and look inside and go, ah, it's only paper.
Yeah, but they wouldn't do that until after they've gotten away with it, so.
That's
Yeah.
true. I do think, well, Leva thinks that Braxon is probably good enough for
Okay.
that.
Okay.
I'll let you go for that.
Alright, so you get to that house and a knock on the door as indicated, and it is opened by a tall human in perfectly ordinary clothes. There is a dull expression on his face, and he says, "Yes."
Here we are. We have the documents for Walters.
Oh yes, I was told about that. Please just bring them into the foyer.
Okay, so we do.
Very good. And as soon as you're out the door, he closes it behind you.
This is the dull. Is he? What's the word? Possessed?
Go
Or-
ahead and
or just-
roll a spellcraft check.
Uh-huh.
You're not really sure what's going on with him.
Okay. Oh well. I wonder if he was possessed. What do you think, Braxon?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, obviously you want that work done, so you've made a contract. But yeah, I feel quite uncomfortable with the way that Bral legalizes the activity of illithids. They eat brains of sentient people.
Mm-hmm.
So when we make a deal with them, we've made a deal with them. But I'm not the biggest fan of them.
No, but Leva had dealings with them before, and if they give their words, they will normally keep to it. That doesn't mean that we like their ways of doing things, but sometimes you have to deal with the devil.
Yeah. Well, it does seem the only way you can get the information.
And maybe we can do some good with this after we get the documents back.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe we can help the pragmatic order thought. I know Higimus got annoyed when that spy attacked our crew, but he's not in charge anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So if you ever want to do some anti-slavery activity, maybe this documents will help with that.
Yep. Leva perks up. She's always perking up when she has slavery activity, anti-slavery activity. Yes, she's all for it. Let's do it.
Yeah. Well, I know that we had some warnings about additional piracy in Brow Space. So obviously people want to get off and do things, but maybe there's some ships we bump into that have slaves on board or that are pirate ships that attack us that we can deal with. We can do that. We can do that after we've got the other things people want to do done.
Leva did let the others know that it will take several weeks.
Yeah.
So,
So what happens if this gets done while you're away? Are you going to get him to deliver the stuff to our office?
that's not how it worked.
You
He
could
said,
have let him know that, and like
I
this
could
seems
do-
like something that Leva would have thought of.
Okay.
So in such a case, maybe you told him to let Iset know
Mm-hmm.
at Higimus's office when they're done, and then she would let you know, and then if you're gone, then she can have some people pick it up and store it at the office, kind of thing.
Yes, I'm sure Leva would have thought of it.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah.
Well, and that's fine.
Okay.
Like, in a situation like this, which is why why I've am perfectly fine with this little bit of retcon of like oh yeah, you would have asked this, or he would have
Mhm.
asked about it or something like that. It would have come up and you would have made these arrangements. So
Yes.
Yeah. So if we're still here in 7 weeks, we'll get the research. But if we need to go before then, or if we're ready to go before then,
he said 3
it
to
still
4.
happens.
3 to
Yeah.
4. Yes.
Oh, 3 to 4.
Yeah.
Oh, we should be still here.
But it could be a bit longer. I mean, he was. Leva says I pressured him a little bit, so he came out with 3 to 4.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's obviously an estimate based on
Yes.
how much stuff he can see, but it might be complicated writing.
Mm-hmm. So let's go back.
Okay.
Yep.
Tell the others it's all done.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
So
So
were the people with the cart? Would they take it back, or will we go back to the cart place?
once you deliver the things, then you're done with them. You don't need them anymore. They're going to go off like probably to the greater market since that's pretty close, and just see if anyone
Yeah.
needs their services, kind of thing.
Were they
Okay, cool.
satisfactory?
Yeah.
Did they do a good job?
Yeah, they did exactly what they were hired to do. They did not jostle the boxes any more than you might have expected, given the
Oh, in
quality
that
of the roads and stuff like that. So
In that case, Leva will give them 1 silver as a tip.
they will you'd guess it's like 2 brothers doing this. And the one that you're pretty sure is older tips his hat and says, "Thank you, ma'am."
Thank you. You did a good job.
If you ever need anything else carted around, you know who to ask.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, so you return to the ship. You still have some stuff in, like plans for things and stuff like that. Obviously, you're also waiting for various things to get done. But oh yeah, Ockar, you wanted to go talk to a wizard about enchanting, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be going to the guild.
Weren't we getting the ship spruce up?
Yeah, I wanted to ask about when you wanted to do that, but I want to get this. We'll have
Okay.
Ockar go
Yeah, sorry.
speak to some wizards first. Ockar, you're a little like quiet, almost as if you're facing away from the microphone or something.
Oh, that's us.
That's better.
I guess it's still picking up the other mic. Yeah, it's still picking up the webcam mic.
Okay. I
That's-
switched it over.
Yeah, that's better.
Okay, so yeah, I'm heading to the Mages Guild.
Okay. All right. So, you ask around for a wizard willing to do some enchantment. And would you be taking one of the shield?
I would take one of the shields and the silver remnant from the Book of Vile Darkness.
Okay. So you speak to. Did I write down a wizard? I did not. All right. You speak to a wizard. And give me a second. The wizard Dorlar the Green. We'll go with. And he invites you into his quarters and says, "Yes, I understand that you are looking for something to be enchanted, a shield, I think you mentioned."
Yes. This shield, I'd say, as I show him the Boule shield.
Indeed. Good quality. This should take enchantments quite well. And what did you want it to do for you?
Well, I'm hoping to get a decent defensive enchantment on there, and I'm hoping using this, I say as I also put the silver remnants onto the table, using this silver from a very evil book that I had destroyed to make it so that the shield will be more effective at protecting against evil foes.
Yes, yes. Well, it is something that I could definitely do. I would need some extra ingredients. I can either ask you to get them for me, or I can source them myself at an additional cost.
What would the prices be for either scenario?
Well, I'm not sure right now what ingredients I would need, but, the basic cost. Give me just a second to look at some things. I'm just comparing the prices that he would need. So it would take a number of spells, most of which would not be particularly increase the cost of the spell, but to do the basic enchantment, we are looking at a total of 44,000 gold pieces. That is before I source any additional materials. Now, what you have provided me is quite strong in what it would need. If I need to source additional materials, it would be an additional 10 to 20,000, I think, depending on what I need.
Okay. I can afford most of that right now. We're still, my crew is still selling spoils from our most recent expedition, so I'll have to see what I have from that, but I may be able to afford it while looking for the materials.
That's perfectly understandable. I'm in between enchantings right now, but should I start something in the meantime, I would be more than happy to hold on to the items and start it afterwards if you get me the funds. After all, I would need to source some ingredients and make other preparations that could be done at the same time. It wouldn't be too much of an issue. All told, it would take me, once I have the ingredients, about 8 weeks to perform the enchantment.
Would you be willing to accept gemstones as part of the payment?
Oh, sure. They're always useful.
Because I may be able to source diamonds or emeralds, potentially.
Oh, the valuable gems are always useful in enchanting items.
Okay. Thank you. I will keep this under advisement while I figure out what I'm able to muster up.
Indeed. Should you not be prepared to take up the offer, it will be about a week before I may be starting something new, if you do not wish to take this up now. I'd be able to complete it after that, however.
Of course. I should hopefully be able to get you an answer within the week.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Indeed. Have a good rest of your day.
You too. I will head out then.
All right.
One other piece of business I would have wanted to do is go to the Temple of Tyr to ask about squires.
Okay. Because the character isn't quite prepared yet, Hopefully we can have
Yeah.
the character done by next week. Arngrimmer would tell you that there are a pair of candidates that he has, a young man and a young woman, and they're currently finishing up their some additional training, so it'll be a few days before they'd be available for you to meet them and see which one you might want to take on as a squire. But while he has you there, Arngrimmer says, You'd told me about wanting to become a full-fledged member of the priesthood, correct?
Yes.
I have some tomes here. They will be good preparation for that. They cover many of the legal codes here on Bral and on some of the other settlements nearby, as well as amongst our ancestors. And he hands
Wow.
you some books that detail legal proceedings and law codes, and there's history mixed in and stuff like that.
Well, thank you. I will be sure to study these.
So that'll kind of get you started on knowing the laws, which is one of the things that you would know as a specialty priest of Tyr.
Yeah. The just here or whatever it's called.
The name might change for you, because I am going to make some tweaks to that, since that's a Forgotten Realms specific one. But yeah, I mean, most of that still applies.
Okay.
All right. So you then head back to the ship.
Yeah, that's pretty much everything I wanted to take care of.
Okay. Now, since you guys do have a lot of gems, you could divide up, distribute some gems amongst yourselves as part of the, individual payment. I mean, like, Finn, you kind of want to have more portable funds anyway, correct?
True.
So, I mean, that is something you could do. Doesn't have to be like all of it, but you could say that, take these gems and split up enough to give everyone some amount, and then set others aside for what goes to the company fund and get those sold off. And then it's up to the individual PCs to then whether they can keep them or whether they use them for trade, whether they sell them off for the actual gold piece value, that kind of thing.
I'd like that.
Yeah, that's an idea. I know from what you said about Finn, I know Braxon would want Finn to have priority over gems if we only had a few gems, but if it's loads of gems, it's more than Finn can carry.
Well, what I mean is basically, right now with the, standard shares, everything gets divided 12 ways, right?
Yeah.
Well, if you had 15 gems, then you could say, let's take 12 of those out, and one of these gets assigned to each share, and then, the crew ones would then be sold off, and the crew would actually be paid in the shares. But then it would be up to the individual PCs on dealing with that gem.
Yeah.
They can hold on to it until they need it. They can sell it when, time comes. They could trade it, with some cash for a magic item or, new spells or enchantments, that kind of thing. And then at least it will reduce the need of the whole party to liquidate all of the gems as quickly as possible, kind of thing. Are you understanding what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I mean, it's something to consider. You don't have to do it right now, but it's something to consider
yeah.
for next week.
Yeah, we definitely should think about it over the week.
Also, Ockar.
Yeah?
As of today, Leva knows how to enchant items.
Ooh.
Do you have the permanency spell?
No, but that can be learned. But she has enchanted an
Permanence
item.
Permanence spell, isn't that the 8th level spell?
It is, but you could get a scroll.
True.
Like,
That's something to keep in mind as well.
you could get a scroll, or you could work with this wizard and be like, we can do this enchant the item part, and then you do the permanency part and the rest. And that would reduce the cost.
We can, if Leva's willing to, we can negotiate with the wizard over that.
I have a few questions concerning this spell, but in theory, Leva is prepared to do that. But you realize that she will be out of spellcasting of any kind for about 2 or 3 days.
If she's fine with doing that with me, I think that's fine.
So let's see. She has to touch the thing, and the item is not allowed to be further away than, what is it, 1 foot, and the casting time is a base 16 hours plus an additional 8d8 hours.
So in such a situation, it would be more that Leva is doing everything, and then only when it is done are you calling on that wizard to come in and cast permanency.
Nope, we also need the wizard to help us source the ingredients. So less.
You might
Because
need
we still
that. You might need that too. Yes, I mean, like,
Yeah.
there might be that part, but it's more that Leva is doing everything that she can, because that's part of it with the enchant the item, is that again, you have to be close to the item and work on it and get everything done. Someone else can, like, cast the permanency, which seals it essentially, but Leva would essentially be the one doing the enchantment.
What about the 5% risk of draining 1 point of constitution?
That's with the permanency spell itself, and that is something that whoever casts the permanency takes on it as a risk.
I'm finding that if Leva is, then we could
So
see
then,
about getting the guy to source the ingredients for us.
so in that case, Leva would need to be working on the enchantment for 8 weeks herself, and there would be some additional costs for sourcing just basic stuff for doing it.
She is. It's not something she'd do because the mood takes it. It's something she'd be thinking hard about it, but she'd do it, yes.
All right. Well, I'll let you guys discuss it during the week then, because it is a big step. Like, you need the 8 weeks to do this.
Yes.
And if we do,
Why 8 weeks? It's 16 hours plus an additional 8d8 hours.
Because that's for that part of the magic item creation.
Mm-hmm.
Creating the magic item itself is a total of 8 weeks. There's other processes. Yeah, there's other processes, other spells that will need to be cast, things like that.
Okay. So yes, Leva is prepared to do this.
Okay. Well, like, you'll need to cast some other spells too, or get someone to cast them, and I can work that out with you. Some of it is things that, like, I'm okay with not necessarily having a specific spell cast, but basically saying that this is going to exhaust a whole bunch of your spell slots for X amount of days, as you're essentially, like, doing a long-term ritual to infuse magic power into it, kind of thing.
As I said, Leva was prepared to do that for a friend.
Well, thank you.
Not just for anyone who comes along and says, "Hey, could you please enchant this?"
Yeah. Thank you.
Well, keep in mind that doing the enchantment. I mean, like, you heard how much this guy was charging.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's a long commitment and an expensive commitment.
it is a long commitment, but it is something that like, if the party was going to be on Brawl for, you know, a certain amount of time, it is something that you could charge someone for
Yeah.
and make some income.
Mm-hmm.
Just as a side note. Entirely up to you whether you want to do that. I'm just letting you know that that is a possibility in that. But I do want... you told me what you wanted sort of it to do.
Yeah.
I am going to need that written up, like, as a standard magic item write-up. Like, what bonuses you get out of it, what plus you want out of it, you know, shield +1, shield +2, shield plus whatever. You know, if you are the target of such and such thing, this is what happens, you know, gives you bonuses to saving throws, that kind of thing. So
I might need some guidance over the week on writing that up well.
sure, yeah. And again, like, it's as long as the mechanics are there, I don't care as much about the, you know, the wording and stuff like that. I can tweak things. I can say, hey, it needs this, this in addition, that kind of thing. You can read over some magic items in the DMG and to get a feel for it. Like, read over the shields, see what they do, and get a feel for it. You know, but I need to know exactly what mechanics you're looking for. Since you are the one who wants this, it is a lot easier for me to, you know, go with the mechanics that you specifically want as opposed to coming up with it myself. Since I don't know exactly what you want, kind of thing.
I'll make a write-up of that over this week, and I'll do that after we figure out the NPC.
Okay.
Because I think the NPC will be less complicated.
Probably. Also, Old.
Mm-hmm.
We'd have to sort out wild surges. If she has to cast spells all over the place, then what about the wild surges?
Depending on what the wild surge is, I mean, this is something that you know, at various points when you have to cast specific spells, then I will be rolling wild surges. Because, you know, like, casting a spell at a higher level or casting a spell at a lower level might impact the eventual item too. And then there is a final check to see if it is all successful.
Okay, so, Ockar, you're aware of that?
I'm aware.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so the downside of doing it yourself is that, like, if you're paying someone, I'm not rolling checks to see if the item is successful. I'm assuming that they're good enough to do it, kind of thing. If you're doing it yourself...
I'm willing to risk it.
Okay. Okay. All right. So that's basically just covering the first few days here on Brawl, 3 to 4 kind of thing. I'm not too concerned about exactly how much time passes. If there's something that someone feels that they really would have done in the first or second day, then we can definitely get back to that and do that as well. Is there anything, because we're just about at the end of the session time, is there anything in particular that anyone has left before we end the session?
Yeah, well, I don't know if we can sort it out before we end, but, like, if we're going to put the ship in for a refit, we probably want to do it sooner rather than later.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
And if we're getting a refit, maybe we can also get a matching refit on the flitter. So that it sort of matches the company colours.
Sure.
Out of interest, a question.
Yeah.
If you were to add, since I think there was option to add armor plates on the ships, if you were to add armor plates on the hilt but not on the dolphin, would that affect anything when the ships are together?
No. It wouldn't give the battle dolphin any penalties, and it wouldn't give it any bonuses.
Okay.
Yeah, I think increasing the rating is like changing the material on the surface. If we want to do that, we kind of need to decide to do that before the refit's done.
Yeah, and it's expensive.
Yeah, it is expensive.
Yeah, it was just out of curiosity.
Yeah.
And
But
I think
like the dolphin shuttle fits into a slot on the battle dolphin,
Yeah.
so it's most of its armored hull would then be hidden by the main ship, so it wouldn't do anything. Go ahead, Braxon.
Yeah, I think some of those modifications, because there's like 3 different types of modifications, you could combine them. I think some of those modifications actually thicken the hull and take away cargo space. So, given that we're using part of the cargo hold for a lab, if we were ever going to do like that sort of thing on the main ship, we'd have to be very careful with the maths to make sure we got the space for stuff.
Yeah, there's thickening and there's armor plating. I
Yeah.
know thickening takes up cargo. I don't think armor plating does, but I think armor plating
No.
might reduce maneuverability.
Yeah. Yeah, which like when we've just bought magical sails.
Well, but
we might need better magical sails.
But there's nothing better you could get for the battle dolphin. You got the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could get something better for the shuttle if you wanted to still have A, but I mean B is pretty good too. So
yeah,
just as an FYI, it is definitely something that you know, you could do.
Well,
but
we've made both of them A, haven't we?
Right now, yes. But I'm just saying that if you armor plated,
we did. Yeah,
you'd
be back down to B.
Yeah, you'd be down to B, which is still pretty good.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
just as a kind of a thing of like, you know, yeah, we bought this, but it's still really good. So is just kind of what I'm indicating.
It's probably something worth us if we're not going to do it now. But we should talk about this in a week. But if we're not going to do it now, it's probably something we should look at in the future because the cost of repairs and having to carry on wood and stuff, we would take less damage over time if we had better armor rating.
Yeah.
So it would eventually pay for itself.
Yeah. All right. So next week I do want to handle at least some selling of gems to get the, you know, obviously, you know, like you can't sell everything, and there is a limit to what Bral will buy, but get some things sold off so that you're at least where you want to be or can be here on Bral, and that will let you decide whether you want to take like, because you can either hold them until you get to, like there was some talk about realm space, there was some talk about doing it in gray space. You can visit other ports here in Bral space.
Yeah.
Bral is by no means the only port. It is just the biggest space port.
Yeah. Well, from what you said, if we went into realm space, it would increase our journey time.
Sure, but there are other things that people indicated that they were interested in. It's something to consider. Again, you don't need to decide all of that. If you just decide we may go there, and if we do, then we'll sell some things. And because you can also stop by the planets on the way in and stuff like that. I mean, there's a lot of things that you can do. Same thing with going to when you go to gray space. There are planets that you can stop by on the way to the grinder. That you could make some sales, but at least decide where you want to be for the party funds here in Bral. Kind of thing.
Okay.
I think definitely we should stop at 1 or 2 ports on the way out of Bral space if they're on the way.
Well, even if they're not on the way, Bral space is a pretty small sphere. You know, it takes 8 days to get out from Bral itself, basically. You know, 8 to 9 days.
Okay.
So, like, if it instead takes 11 days because you stop by 2 other ports, whoop-de-doo.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, we should definitely do that.
You know, but if you felt that you needed the money sooner, you could take a couple days to travel around them and then come back to Bral as well, and then get your ship refitted or something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
So
we
it's
should
at the
make
very
call
least
on
a
that.
possibility, and that would just be a few days. But I do kind of
Yeah.
want to iron out how you're planning on doing that. We don't
Yeah,
need
I
like the
think-
full
I think-
time planned out and stuff like that. But
I think a simple yes/no on that would be, it would cost us so much to get around. Plus, we'd have to get some crew back.
Yeah.
Well, technically, we paid him till the end of the month.
right, and I'm perfectly fine with a little retcon and saying like, here you guys get 3 days, and then we're just doing a quick trip around Brawl space
Yeah.
to take care of a few things, and then you're free to go, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So technically, it wouldn't cost us anything.
Not on the crew side.
No, I'm joking. But okay, we should have a vote. Take that offline and have a vote on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think I don't think we've got a sphere guide for Brow Space, and I'm not going to ask you off the top of your head to give us all the ports, but like we might want that if we go down that route.
I think that you guys have one at this point. You've been
Okay.
in Brawl long enough. Certainly, Braxon, you grew up here. You either have one or you have the equivalent information.
Okay.
You've got Iron Piece, Menial's Arch, and Spiral at least in terms of major destinations.
That would be fun to go around there and
Force me to come up with some information about them. Yeah.
I think well, it's not my fault. I didn't make all these diamonds. Yeah, that might be helpful. All right. Thanks very much.
Okay. So when we come back next time, there's still more stuff to do on Brawl, and you guys will definitely have some things to think about and plan for. So I want to thank everyone out there for watching. I want to thank you guys for playing. We will be back next week.
Is it no XP because we were just talking and stuff?
Sorry. No, actually there should be. It slipped my mind. I apologize. 1,000 XP for everyone.
Right. No, I thought we were getting no XP.
No, you're always getting XP. There was role playing involved. People did things. You got experience.
Only time we don't get experience is if the experience gain is delayed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and the only times, like when you complete adventures or complete major goals, then you get a big chunk of it. So.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks for the game, and may the 4th be with you to everyone.
Thanks for watching, everyone. We will be back next week. See you then.
Thanks for the game.
Take care, everyone. Thanks for the game.